I would say that I'm just going to fade the Jets again. Jets are sitting at 6 and a hook. The Jets are going to jet, right? Isn't this what they do? Like, can't you just count on the Jets to always figure out a way to screw it up? And I know they've made some adjustments during the offseason. They bring in Aaron Glenn. They bring in Justin Fields. But if you look at the practice reports, Justin Fields is really struggling to acclimate to yet another offense. It's going to take some time, and they do have some pieces. But, if you think about it, every NFL team has a few pieces, except for maybe the Saints. Maybe the Saints don't. Maybe your Titans don't. They have Cam Ward. But I think this is a bad football team, and now they're playing in a division which is getting better, particularly when you're talking about the Patriots. Like, I wasn't quite sure how the Patriots were going to do, and they're not going to have a blockbuster season, but you can see that they're making strides with Drake May. I don't think you can say the same about the Jets. I think it's going to be another lost season for those guys. I see 5-6 wins. Another year, another disappointing season in the Meadowlands. I'm going under 6.5 for the Jets.
And here's the tough part about, people who are getting excited over Justin Fields, because I don't know if you saw the one play that people were, recirculating of Justin Fields with this great scrambling play. We've seen this from Justin Fields before. The problem has never been his legs. He's always been a dynamic runner. It just, in order to be a quarterback in the NFL, you have to be able to complete passes as well. Yeah. You have to be able to throw the football accurately. And that's been a trouble for Justin Fields. Part of the reason is sometimes he hangs on to the ball a little bit too long. So I feel like a lot of the questions we had about Justin Fields still aren't answered. Like, I feel like I keep thinking that it's like his second year in the NFL, and it's not. Like, don't you always think of him as a young guy? You're like, he's got plenty of time to get things together. He's been to several teams now. Yeah. And he's had some serviceable years, but it's not one of those things where you look at him and you're like, oh, there's MVP potential in this quarterback. So I don't know, especially on a bad team, because that's the thing with Justin Fields as well, is that we've seen him on a bad team and we've seen him on a pretty good team. He's good on the good team, but when he's bad, or when he's on a bad team with not a lot of talent around him, he didn't put up great numbers. So I think that's probably going to be the case when you're in a New York Jets system that's been pretty bad over the last few years.
Yeah, and I do sort of feel bad for him in that, like, when he was with the Bears, they were kind of a mess, and then, he goes to the Steelers, and it takes time to sort of, implement your skill set with an offense. Like, it takes work. That's why once you see a guy who's been in a system for 1, 2, 3 years, then they start to get better if that system is a top-tier system. Never really had that with the Bears. He's never really had a chance to sort of settle in and be the guy, and it's tough to learn a brand new coordinator, a brand new head coach again and again and again. So the talent's there with his legs. We know that. I still question maybe his arm talent. I mean, he's very middle of the road. There's a reason why he continues to play in the NFL, but it's a combination of, okay, he's not a top tier guy, and also he hasn't been dealt the best hands in the NFL. So once again, I feel like if he's going to be successful, he's going to have more time in this system.
Yeah, I will say the Jets do not have one of the most difficult schedules, at least according to Fox Sports, ranking 26th in strength of schedule. But the problem is, it feels like none of those games are winnable when you yourself are one of the bad teams as well. Because you're like, a lot of these teams are beatable. Well, also, you're the Jets, so you are beatable as well.